Hello everyone. I'm jumping on a few minutes early, believe it or not. Usually I'm running in here last minute Nelly. So I just want to make sure that everyone can see me. So let me just double check here my devices. All right. Okay, well, hello. I'm so happy to be here tonight. My name is Kathy Schmitt, and I am the Backyard Stamper. And tonight is episode 20 of my Craft Your Stash series. This is a series where I go live on YouTube every week on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to show you some paper crafting ideas and also using what you have in your stash to complete your projects. I also go live on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. for the scrapbooking version of Craft Your Stash. So, hello Susie and Cindy and Jamie. Thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate it. Tonight we're going to do a fun kit called Welcoming Garden. And it is a kit that I'm featuring in my in-home class on August 23rd as well. And I have a couple more spots in my afternoon class if anyone wants to come along. Hi, Becky. So before we get started, I wanted to show you a couple of swaps, and because I know if I say remind me at the end, I'll forget. And I also want to show you something else that I worked on recently. So let me flip my camera and we will get started. Okay, so on my team, we did a swap, and these are team members that are like my sidelines, my upline, and my downline. So it's all part of the same team, and we'd have a lot of fun together. So this was a swap that Debbie Frank made. It's a little window card. See the little window? And it's a column card, but it lays flat to mail, and then you would put a piece of white on the back. And I think this is a great, and look at that moose, he's so cute. And this one is from Pamela Carmen. Yes. And look at this one. Oh my gosh. It opens, it's a stair fun fold using the Forever Greenery paper and then open inside. Isn't that just gorgeous? So that's a card. And then this one is from Terry, and I can't remember her last name, but look at this fun fold. It goes up on a skinny fun fold with a little hidden message, and then it also opens up like this. So our theme was Christmas in July. You could use anything that you wanted as long as it was Stampin' Up. It didn't matter if it was retired or not, and it had to be a fun fold. So great. And this one is from Jamie Adcock, who's here tonight. And look at the kitty with the wreath on. Santa Paws is coming to town. And you could put a gift card on this side or on this side. So that's really awesome. This was my card. It was, I don't know, a diagonal fold card, I guess you call it. And this uses that Forever Greenery, green and gold. I don't remember what it was called, but you know, it had the vellum and the specialty DSP as well as the stamps. And then this one is from Laura Nigro. Wait till you see this one. This is like a pop and flip card. Woo! Isn't that fantastic? I don't know how you work the mechanism, but I want to take it apart to see or just ask her for the directions. But that's a fun fold for sure. And this is Stephanie Alton's with her gingerbread house, and it was also a flip, and she loves gingerbread men, so that's awesome. And in the new catalog, there is an awesome, awesome gingerbread bundle. I can't wait. And this one is from Lisa Carlo, and this is a fun fold. Look at this. It's like a hinge peek through circle card. Isn't that neat how it pops up as you're opening it? And that's the More Than Autumn set, but look at, I love that, how she made it into a Christmas card. And this is Kathy Hammonds. She's one of my downline, and she used the Season of Elegance suite, and it's called a bookbinding fun fold. Hey Stephanie, I just showed your card on our swap. And this one is from Jamie Tyson. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. Is this over the top or what? Woo! I love it. But I won't make one. Not for a swap anyways. But this would be really cute with like pictures in it too at Christmas time for a special card. And then our team had a mystery stamping on Monday night as well. And this was my card. That was how mystery stamping works is I give out just a list of supplies and tell you get a cardstock base of 8.5 by 5.5 and 2 pieces of DSP that measure so and that kind of thing. But I don't show them the card, and then on mystery stamping night I take them through clues that will help them build their card, and in the end we all ended up with cards with the same fun fold, but because we all picked different papers and colors, the cards all came out differently. It's so fun. So this was mine, and I love this stamp. Thinking of You brings a smile to my face. It's from Pattern of Friendship, and it's on the last chance list. So it's a new stamp set, but they're retiring it. Too bad, so sad, but I will keep this one. I love the font, and I like how big the sayings are too. But anyways, if you want to grab that, it's Pattern of Friendship on the last chance list. And then I used Perfectly Pairs for my fun fold. So there's some good inspiration for you. And in case you wanted to know how to go to the last chance list, if you go to, hi Ann, hi Debbie, you go to my website, Kathy Schmitt at stampinup.net, and if you hit shop now, and so there's 2 sales going on right now. One is this in color products. So if you just hit that shop now, when it comes up like that, it will show you a page that has all the items that have any of the in colors of 2025 to 2027 in them. Sorry, the light's giving it a glare. But and so they're 15% off. Now, as you scroll down, this gives you anything with the in colors in it, and then if it doesn't have a sale price, like this album retreat kit, if it doesn't have a sale price, then it's not included. But I think that might be the only one. They even have some kits on the sale, and paper pumpkin refills on the sale, so check that out, because it's amazing how many products that we have. There's 3 pages. And ribbons, blends never go on sale, people, so 15% off is great. Okay, and then the other special was the last chance products. So this one here is a new, it defaults to the newest that were just added, and there are some that are like almost too new to believe, but I also like to sort it by price to see what's the lowest price, because the gems, blends, retired colors, those are incredibly good deals. And so this pattern of friendship that I just showed you was originally $18. It's on sale for $16.20. So that's how you get to the in color sale and the last chance sale. Oh, I just noticed my camera was crooked. Sorry. Let's see if I fix it. Okay. So, oh, one more thing. One more thing. While we're talking about kits, look at what I put together last night. Oh my gosh, it's the Halloween haunted house kit. It is so cute. And so if you put a little light up candle in here, it would, because you can just set it down, it will light up these yellow vellum windows. So it's pretty sturdy. And what I wanted to do was figure out how I could Velcro it kind of together, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it and I'll figure out how to store it later. So Jamie, mine was in the box as of last night, so I did it. Now this here, I had to add these black strips that I used from the punch outs because I didn't get my glue, the flap tight. I guess you hot glue the flaps and it started to come apart, so it was a little bit of a gap, and so I just covered it and it looks like it belongs. So really fun. I'm gonna bring that to work and have that on my desk for Halloween. Okay, so this is the kit for tonight. It's a Welcoming Garden kit. It retails for $24 in my Stampin' Up store, and on August 23rd, I'm having the in-person class where everyone will pay $23, which is a savings of $1, plus you don't have to pay the 11% shipping. So the way the kit comes is, I have it, hold on, oh, I picked it up with my swap cards. Oh. Okay, so this is how a kit comes. It comes all packaged so nicely. This particular one is an all-inclusive, so you get a stamp set, the ink spot, and then you get the kit all packaged up very nicely. So I'm going to leave that one packaged for someone that's attending, and I've already taken this kit all apart. So I have, it comes with the image for the artwork, and what I normally do is we'll write you know, the month or the year that I got it. And I do that with my paper pumpkin too, because the month, they don't have what the date is. So here's the stamp set that goes with it, and it looks just like this. There's thanks, just a note, and thinking of you today, along with a fence and some ground. So that's nice. You get sentiments on a pop-out, you punch out, and what I did was I left them in here because it's a little easier to stamp if they are all still in the holder. And you know, I got these kits and I had to cancel one of the order, and then I reordered, and I forgot to put on the reorder the Party Piggies dies, because I lost all but one die somewhere, and I need my piggies, so I forgot to get that. So now I gotta add that to my next order. Okay, so you get these 3 cards, must be the insert. You get some sheets that have the die cut laser cuts already, and I punched out all of them except for one sheet because I just wanted to show you how delicate yet easy it is to punch out. And you get these little flowers to punch out, and this kit makes 9 cards, so we are going to blow through those. I'm going to show you how easy it is. All right, and then you get your card bases. So here's one base. It's a fun fold base. See how it folds like that? and then opens and opens. And I'm not making alternatives for this one at the moment. And then so you get 3 of 3 different designs. So then there's 6 card bases that are the same. So that looks like that. Now normally I would cut this off and mount this on a piece of white to save this piece, because that would look pretty on any kind of background. But just for tonight, I'm going to just leave them as is. And then look at these fun envelopes they give you, pre-stamped or pre-designed, so already pretty for the mail. All right, so we're going to start with this card because it's the easiest one. It comes with directions. Oh, it also comes with some tear and tape, an ink spot. This color is crumb cake, and a stamping block, which oh, right here. So and a pack of dimensionals. So I've already put some on to help save some time. So that is really awesome. And then this little piece of cardboard I like to keep and stamp on, so it makes it so that it gives you a good surface. So the directions show you its picture, because this could go in different markets. Part of it has the pre-stamped sentiments, have bonjour and hello, and so I don't throw those away. What I do is I just flip it over, and I'll use that with my own hello stamp on another project. So they don't print the instructions because it's going to different markets. So what they do is they show you pictures. So on this particular picture, they want you to stamp your thanks into this block and then use this green to do the fence. So we will do that. And what I like to do when it's a photopolymer stamp set is I like to just clean it really quickly. And I'm going to just use one of my bigger blocks for tonight. And what I do is I just, because sometimes there's like a coating on the stamp. What's that say? Thanks. I'll put my greeting on a different one. So that helps get that coating off, and it makes it stamp a little better. And you want to practice on your scratch paper. This is the Haunted House kit, and it's $18. This is so awesome. Last year they came out with it, instantly sold out, and didn't come back into stock until November. So then it went back in the store, and I think people have forgotten about it. So get yours while you can. All right, so I need my crumb cake. And I need this, and so it looks like I am going to stamp on the outside of my gate. So let's test that and see what it looks like. Okay, I can do it. Make it look a little wood greeny. I am going to be making some garden, raised garden extra pieces from some palettes that I'm getting from Ian. So I can't wait. Oh my gosh, Cindy said her husband just returned from Alaska with 120 pounds of salmon. Oh, holy cow. I'm coming over. All right, so I'm going to do all 3 really quickly. Holy cow, 120 pounds. So at the kit class, everybody will be able to work on their cards. They can get done all 9 of them or one of each one, because everything is included in their kit that they can take home to finish. So I like that because it allows people to have some chatty time without holding up everybody else, because they're working with their own supplies, if that makes sense. So in the description, oh, Stephanie, that's great. She said that her neighbor came home with 75 pounds and gave her some. That is awesome. All right, and then I need my thanks, and the thanks gets stamped on one of these doodads. And so they give you extra doodads in case you mess up. I don't know who would mess up, but we shall see, right? I'll say that, and then I will probably make a mess. All right, just like that. And now this card is ready to put together. Let me get all this out of the way. All right, so according to the directions, this is going to get folded in. So I only did the wood grain on the outside of the house, and these pieces all get stuck on. So what I did ahead of time was I put each card in a little separate compartment of a tray. So this card only has these little bits, and the other cards have way more. So this will make it easy, and I also already put my dimensionals on, so this is going to be rapid fire crafting. And I wanted to tell you while I'm taking these thing off. So my friend Kim Smith, who is the paper chef, has discovered a platform that is a live auction platform for selling whatever you want, but there's a category for crafting supplies. So she showed me how it works, and she's actually had one live auction, and she's going to have another one tomorrow afternoon from 3 to 5. So I set up an auction for Sunday night at 7 o'clock Eastern, and it will is that right? Yeah. So, and I'll be selling some of my crafty supplies to de-stash a little bit, and I hope I've sent you guys an invitation, so I hope that you will try to come on, and even if you don't buy anything, just come on and be a body there, at least for a little while, because then it says it's a successful show. So one of the links that I have in the bottom of this video is a link to my auction, and I think you get a $15 credit with that link to use on the site. So please check it out. It's in the description underneath the show more. And I'm super excited about it because I have been destashing slowly. It's a lot of work to take photos and calculate shipping, and this site helps you do all of that, and it allows me to, I don't have to take all the individual pictures. I in bundles, some of my wooden ones from a blast from the past. So I hope you'll come on, and if you have any trouble finding the link, just let me know and I will shoot you a text message with it. Okay, so this card is all done except for my little thanks. Whoops, on my gate. Make sure you fold it on the right line. It's called a fold line for a reason. Okay. And this is, if you use my link to refer you to the site, then you get a credit, an automatic credit. And so like I used Kim's link, and so it's called Whatnot is the platform. Sorry, I didn't even tell you that. It's called Whatnot, and Whatnot will give me $150 cash if I sell $150 of stuff. So I think that's amazing, because I'm going to have over 200 stamp sets, and it's a 30-second show. Here it is, there it goes, and they get numbered. Whatnot is going to number them. So here's stamp set number 1, stamp set number 2, and then the auction closes, and Kim's going to help by moderating it for me. So I think that's going to be fun. All right, so let me put on some dimensionals for my thanks. Is anyone else having the sound issue? It looks like I'm streaming pretty loudly. Oh, it is? The microphone's cutting out? Huh. I'm sorry. I don't want to fuss with it too much, because I will lose my connection. All right. Well, hopefully that stops. Luckily, it probably cut out when I was jibber-jabbering, right? Okay. And I noticed when I put my dimensionals on, you do want to put your dimensionals only on your wood slats, but I put them kind of high, and you need them really to just do a line across. So I had to move them down a little. Okay. So this card is done. I got a dimensional cover there. There we go. And all right, so that card's done. And I'll probably add some of those brushed brass butterflies. It's very hard to say. You got to say it very slowly. And maybe some gems too, like in the middle of the flowers to sparkle it up, and some Winkostella. So that's card number 1. Pretty easy. Let's go on to card number 2. Okay, so this one uses these white pieces, and it says to stamp them don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you can, peeps. It really helps my channel grow. I have grown so much since I started this Crafter Stash series, which is exciting. I would love to get more live viewers, but I know it comes with time. But darn it. Must be something with you guys out in the Midwest. Kidding. I don't know why it is. It's like I can see my volume light going up and down. So I hope it's going to clear up a little bit. Okay. So now I need 3 card bases. So there's 1, 2, and 3. All right, so there's my 3 card bases. Let me get that out of the way. Oh, I need my just a note, so I need these. And my just a note saying. I love a just a note saying. Just a note. Let me just test that. Okay, and those go on this little one. Oh, and I only needed 3, so I've got some extra doodads, which is great because I just have a random box that has, you know, random sentiments or shapes. So I'll put the leftover shapes in my shape bin, and that way when I have a quick card, I can just open that and find a shape, and that's that. All right, so these are going to go down like so, and it says to use the tear and tape, so that's what I'm going to do. So 1, and if you ever have any extra white from your punch outs, you know, you can, sometimes you get enough that you could punch some circles out or squares and throw them in your bin for another project. But I will tell you that the white is not a match to the Stampin' Up! White. So if I put this next to one of our white card bases, you would say that it's off. But against any other background, it's going to be just fine. Let me close that up. Okay. I hope my mom is watching. She was supposed to, my nephew is visiting from Texas, and he was going to help her get on live and send a comment. So Mom, if you're there, Benjamin, if you're there, see if you can put in a comment so we know. Sorry about the sound, guys. Hopefully it clears up. Alright, so make sure your card is opening the right direction, otherwise you'll have a left-handed card, as I jokingly say that when I accidentally put one on backwards. No offense to all you lefties. Your brain is very creative because you're using the left side of your brain, which is the creative sign, as your dominant side. The rest of us have to work extra hard. Okay, so this one here has the greenery, and what you do with it, it looks like you're going to thread it through the gate holder. So let me put some tear and tape here. I'll do that on each one. These die cut leaves already have like the indentation for the leaf pattern and like some cutouts. So isn't that neat? It's already got the work done. And many of you know I use an electric die cutting machine when I'm getting ready for my classes, because I do some of the die cutting, and it stopped working. I might send it home with Becky and see if Dan the man can fix it. It didn't even make a sound, it just stopped working. So now I just put that on with my tear and tape, and then I'm going to kind of thread this through at different places, like so, and we'll run it through the vines. That's kind of neat how it does that. Tell Dan I can send him, I'll pay you with some pickles from the garden. All right, so isn't that neat how it can go in and out like that? So we will thread this one through. Just be gentle when you're tugging on them so that you don't tear them. There. So isn't that cool? I love it. And here's another. You can find your little arms to kind of put through. So let's do all three of those real quick. Just keeping an eye on the time because I don't like it to go over an hour. But this is going to show my class people kind of a sneak peek of the kit they're going to be making, and show them if I can get all 9 cards done in an hour with talking and reading comments and such, then I'm sure they can do it in 2 hours. So we will see if that's a true statement. All right, so it's a little fuss budgety, this part here, but if you just take your time, it all goes through really nicely. Here's another one, and that one's a little different than the first one I did because there's less leaves sticking out. All right. So have any of you heard of the Whatnot platform before? Because I took a peek at what people are selling. I mean, it's tools, it's did I put that on the wrong side? No. Yes. I did. Wait a minute. Oh, look at, oh no, I didn't. Pay attention. Okay, so there was tools, there were handcraft. It's kind of like an Etsy store without all the charges, because they make 8% of your sale, but they provide the so like on my stamps, I have to, for each lot, like if it's a single stamp set, it's going to weigh usually between 4 and 7 ounces. So that's how the shipping will be calculated. And then if it's a wooden stamp set, for instance, it's going to be closer to a pound. So the shipping will be calculated that way. But, and then you pay using a credit card, and you pay the Whatnot app, which is a Stripe, affiliated with Stripe, and you put in your credit card, and then they pay me when your stuff arrives. So you pay them right away, but they're not going to pay me until proof of the shipment being received. So it's a nice way to protect both parties. All right, so I have those done. Now I'm going to use dimensionals to strategically place them to pop them up. And it's good. Usually I don't like the minis. But in this case, it's the only way to rock and roll on this card. So you just try to find a spot that is big enough for the dimensional. And down at the bottom, you got plenty of room. And that's good. And I'll do it on all of them. Oh, so is it, do they have a lot of success on their stuff for selling on Whatnot? I actually saw it synced to my contacts before I realized that it did that. And several of my contacts have profiles on the Whatnot. And then I went in and unsynced my contacts because it's like, that's nobody's business. But, so that's kind of neat though, that I saw somebody. But you know, if this works to help destash, guys, then anybody can be a seller on there, and it might be a way to destash and make some money back from our Stampin' Up, because Stampin' Up is retiring things sooner than well, sooner than we'd like, but they've kind of changed the way they retire things, so we all have to change the way we sell and retire things as well. So I'm just moving some of these little doodads to the front of the cage because it looks kind of cool if you do that. And I'm going to tuck that one kind of like that. Oops, I bent that one. Sorry, little leaf. Okay, so let's see here. I put that kind of like that. Now we're going to put it right on our card base. So this is where the Take Your Pick tool works great to take all these backings off. And you know, everybody does it a little different. Some people come towards them. I have better luck if I go away from me, especially with these little ones. But you just have to kind of like flick it and the top comes right off. And it's kind of neat. It's a little game. How many dimensional caps can you stick on one Take Your Pick tool? One go at it. There must be a record out there somewhere. Somebody's got them on there. All right, and the last one. This one has a lot of leaves behind there. I don't know what happened, but let's bring, oh, there it goes. Some of those in. Okay. So, let's see. Pepper, did you see Pepper? Or no, you heard Pepper? Oh, because Marty just came home, so the dog got all excited. Yes, Pepper enjoyed the last 2 days because I telework on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and she loves it when I'm home. Oh, trash to treasure stuff. Yeah, and I've heard that Etsy charges a lot on their fees. So, okay, so on the directions, it drops it down just a little bit beneath the white. I kind of got that on crooked, but I don't know if I can lift all these dimensionals. All right, we'll stretch it. Okay. So I will let you guys know, but if you can just come on, even if you're just watching, I guess Kim said that if you have viewers, then they send, the algorithm sends your auction out. So she said on her first try, most of her sales came from people she didn't know. So that's kind of neat. All right, and then you got all these orange flowers to put on. And these, I've already got all my dimensionals on, so this won't take long at all. I just want to make sure you put So, and they don't really have to go anywhere in particular, they just go. Okay, so like that. And let's see, some single ones. 3 singles and 3 triples per card. And it's a great way to hide any dimensionals that you might have, you know, might be showing still. They told you in the directions to cut them in half. And they're already small, so that is not something I was happy about, but I also didn't want them showing, so that's 1. So, have any of you guys, pepperoni, yes, and she loves being called pepperoni. At least I think she does. So have any of you guys gotten this kit already and put it together? Hey Kim, I was just talking about Whatnot. So Kim, the papered chef, just joined the room, and she's the one that started it off with the information. And Anne, I have one for you if you want, and that way you can take it and we'll do our class by Zoom if you want, because that way you don't miss out. And here's my extra ones. I'm like, uh-oh, I miscounted. Yes, I put the link. If you could look at the show more and underneath, you know, and I put the link, but I'm not sure I put the link to my auction, but I don't know if that's also a coupon link. I'm not sure. All right, so that looks pretty good. I think I'm missing a couple flowers, but they will resurrect because I only have 1 single there. And oh, there's one. Oh, I see the other one. Found it. And it's over here, right here. Okay, awesome. So card number 2, even trying to take all those dimensionals off went together really quick. And then just a note is going to get popped up as well. And there's a lot of pop-ups on this card, but they're just gonna fit in where they go. And I didn't put dimensionals on these ahead of time because I wanted to show you the stamping. All right, should have one more. There it is. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I've already taken a lot of photos of my products that I'm going to be selling. So, okay, so this is a gate door. So you want your, like as if it's hanging on the placard there on the gate. So there's the inside. And I can still cut this off when I get home. And that's what I'll tell my class peeps too. That you could trim that down and then put it on another card base that makes it a little thicker. Because it's a single layer on the inside, so it is noticeably thinner. So you could either double up by putting a card colored piece of cardstock and then a piece of white, or chop it off and mount it. So this kit was out of stock forever, ever and ever and ever. And then it came back in, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's perfect, because just in time for a kit class. So there's my second card. So I've got 6 cards made, pretty easy. And the last one, ooh, this one uses these beautiful flowers. Now I can see where you might want to, you know, cut them down and use them, but I'm going to do it like the project, because that's how my peeps are going to do it in the class. So I have this, and this gets sticky strip. So you just follow the pictures. See, it has a line where it has a sticky strip, and it has a sticky strip on part of the gate. And I almost put it on the wrong spot. All right, so on this, the other one, you put it on the front of the vines. This one you put on the back. So just check your directions. Okay, so I got that, and then it also says it wants you to, so I've got these fences, and it wants you to stamp the fence in there as well. So let me get my block. I'll put that there. And let me just scrub off the coating. Hi, Mom! You did it! Yay! Thanks, Benjamin. My mom is Jean Anderson, so. Oh, yay. We spent all day Tuesday together, but I miss you, Mom. All right, so this is going to go right down on top. Oh, that's so fun. And then I'm going to put it over here on these posts. You can see through. Oh, my fence is crooked. Darn it. But there, I'll put it like that, because I couldn't quite see it on the white grid. So now I can see where through my stamp. So we'll do it like that. And like so. And they give you an extra one of these gates. That's very nice of them, because in case you totally flub it up. Who's counting? All of my fences are crooked, but that's life. And we'll put the second half here, and they give you an extra one of those too. So on this side, there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And then this one says the thinking of you is going to be stamped. So let me just peel that off. All right, let me just wash that off real quick of any coating that might be. And let me get my little doodads. Let's test it. These really stamp nicely. Sometimes the photopolymer, when you first get them, don't stamp quite as nice, but there's no bubbling. It's like a perfect stamp. Okay, so that's done. And look at all the extras I have. So that's awesome. Okay. So throw that over there, get rid of this so we can see. Oh, that's my extra. I was going to say, oh, I forgot one. Okay, so now let me bring in my cards. And these are going to be a landscape card. and you put your doodads. Oh, there, right in front of me. And it looks like it goes right to the bottom because that's your grass, so you don't want it floating. So right to the bottom. All right, let's do those 3. So Kim, I told everybody you're having a live auction tomorrow. So if anybody wants to check out the Whatnot platform and look for Papered Chef, you'll see how the live auction works. And my starting bids are quite low, people, so you will get a good bargain. All right, so I have, this is going to go here. Oh, look at what they, see how it's a little bit lighter right there? You can see the outline of where they want your piece to go. So it's going to go like that. And are those popped up? Nope, these are, I'm going to not use my sticky, oh, I almost said sticky strip. I'm not going to use my tear and tape just for the moment because time is marching on, so we want to get this project done. I hate to cover up my flowers though. Okay. That little shadow there is perfect. Perfect, a little hint of where things go. And you know what? I wonder if the extra one that I did was the wrong side. Oh, you know what? Look, this side goes right there, but the door opens. Clever. Okay, so let's put that on. Following my shadow again. Oh, how fun. Fun, fun, fun. Mom, isn't that nice people are saying hi to you? She's probably smiling right now. All right, so there are my gates, and then they open like so. So you'll want to just use your bone folder. And when you open, you get to see those beautiful flowers and a message. Thinking of you. I'm going to pop that up because I can. Becky, don't laugh. There's a couple of my favorite sayings, and it's like, it's your card, and because I can, and there's no mistakes in crafting, just opportunities. Those are my class mantra. All right, so this is going to go like that, and then we're just about done. Just about done. I got my thinking of you is going to go inside, so it's a little surprise when you open the door. And it's going to want to open because I popped that thinking of you up. And you got your fence, your posts by the gate, which they thought of everything on this kit to finish that off. A little wooden post. And that's a little crooked too, but that's okay. It kind of looks like the fence at my mom and dad's house. A little crooked here and there, but it still opens. All right, hello. We could put on bonjour. It's very Frenchy. All right, so there's that, and then we got this one. 1, 2, 3. So I didn't put anything inside these cards, which is great because, like I said, I am going to zip that off, and you'll see those in my Craft Your Stash at a later date. I'll pull them out and say, remember when? All right. Hello is right here. No, my mom and dad's fence is white like that. So that looks realistic to me. But yeah, some stockade fences, you're right, are brown. I think that it's just so clever the way these come together. And then I'll show you the last little step on this card. And just let me put the last fence post on, and then there's a couple flowers that they gave you singles of that can pop up, so that makes, so you don't have to put dimensionals under these. Because I was like, oh, that's a shame those are flat. But then they gave you ones to pop up. I hope you guys will take advantage of the in color sale, because it's not just like stamp pads and cardstock, although cardstock being on sale is always a great deal, but with the prices that everything went up. So, but it's the gems too, any in color gems. So it's really cute how they give you like an extra lilac to make it three-dimensional, and a daisy so you can hang it over the fence. And I think they give you a couple of lilacs. Oh, 3 lilacs per card. That one I put on upside down. Is there an upside down of a lilac? I guess so, right there. Fix that. Isn't that cute? Look, my fence is crooked just like in real life. Thinking of you today. Hello, I'm thinking of you today. All right, well, I'll put those other flowers on because the time's getting late. But those are our 3 cards from the Welcoming Garden Kit. And it's available right now in my store, or you can come to my class and make it with a group of people. So these are really nice cards. Look at how cute this one is with the trifold, and then by just popping up those few things, and look, they have it on the back side too, so you really get a full scene. And then you could put a piece of white down here to do your writing on, because you wouldn't want anything to show up here. Or you can do one on the back. So I love it. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed those cards. It's a great kit, and don't forget also the Halloween house. I'm holding it under the other camera. So, Mom, look at the Halloween house I made last night. So it's pretty good size, you know. I mean, like I said, if I had done a Velcro even on the 2 of the sides, I could have just laid the whole thing flat. But that's okay. I'll put it in like some sort of a baggie or a box to keep it, because it's not like we have a lot of Halloween stuff around anymore with the kids grown up. So kits are fun. All right, everyone, I will see you later, and I'll be live again next week on Thursday at 7. I will be live for my scrapbooking on Sunday at 10 a.m. and I'm going to be scrapbooking using the Wildflower Birthday Celebration scrapbooking kit, and doing my mom's 85th birthday. So then the other, and then don't forget the live auction on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I've got hundreds and hundreds of items that are going to be going lickety-split. So, you guys take care, and thank you so much for coming on. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you can. Thank you all very much. See you soon. Have a good weekend. Bye.